Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another fall DIY video. In this video, I will be making 3 projects and I'm really excited for all 3 of them, and I already have them all around my house. I will show you pictures of where I put everything as always. I finally got around to decorating my mantle, so my mantle is ready to go for fall and I'm super excited. I don't want to spend too much time talking in this video because I feel like it's going to be quite long, but I wanted to let you guys know I have hit 500 subscribers and that means it's time for a giveaway. I'm really excited to do a giveaway. I will be giving away some calendars. I have some of the farmhouse ones and some of the other ones that are really pretty, and I feel like I got super lucky. I know these calendars are not easy to find right now, so I decided to give some away, and that will be my video right after this one, so stay tuned for that. I'll just use one of these apps that lets you pick a random comment. I will film it and then somebody will get a chance to win some calendars, and I'm really excited. I feel like it's really cool to be able to physically mail something to someone, and I don't know, somehow it makes me feel more connected, so that'll be super cool. Be on the lookout for that video. It's going to be right after this one, and for right now, let's just go ahead and get started with this DIY.
For the first project, I'll be making a fall garland, and I'll be using the wooden ornaments from the Dollar Tree, and I'll be staining them with the antiquing wax from Waverly chalk paint. And for this project, you'll also need some wood beads. I got mine on Amazon. You can get a whole bunch of them for a really good price. You'll also need some twine, some ribbon, and then something to hang your garland with. Like, they have these hooks at the Dollar Tree that are really good for that. And also some stencils if you want to have words on your garland. I want my garland to say happy fall, so I will be making 8 ornaments in total. I will also be painting both the front and the back because they do turn around, so it's good to have both sides covered. I'm taking my stencils and I'm using just some white paint and going over the stencil with it. These stencils are from Amazon. They're supposed to have the Ray Dunn font on them and they're pretty cool. They're just really small. I really like how sturdy they are though, and they really stay in place. The only problem is they're hard to take off once they stick down, so it's good to have some kind of like tool to pick them up with. I ended up using a pencil and that worked out fine. I will link those below in case you want to check them out.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done.
Next, I'm going to be painting my wood beads. As you can see, I'm reusing wood beads from another project where I was doing something to do with bees and it was yellow and black, but chalk paint has pretty good coverage, so I'm just painting right over that, and I'll use those same beads for this one. And I'm using just a little pan so I can rotate them, and I have them on a skewer so it makes it easy.
I'm a drink at this page. Yeah.
And now it's time to put it all together. I'm doing 3 wood beads, 1 of the orange ones and 2 that are just not painted, just wood. And then I'm doing 1 ornament and then 3 wood beads again and 1 ornament again, and so on.
Option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done in my drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in a rain?
Next, I'm adding some glue, just a little bit, so that it's all held in place and it doesn't move around. And I'm also kind of twisting the ornaments so that they face up, and I'm putting a little bit of glue to the back so that it can adhere to the twine.
With nobody to hold on to. Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy that you don't. Why am I the only one who's left?
These are the hooks that I found at the Dollar Tree that I will be using in order to hang my garland. I also decided to make some bows to go on each end of the garland. As you can see, I'm doing this a couple days later and everything's a mess because I'm in the middle of other projects. I actually decided to do this to conceal the hooks because even though you can't see them from afar, every time I sit on the couch and I'd be like below the mantle, I would see them and it annoyed me so much. So I decided to add some bows so that you can't see them at all. And I'm using some burlap ribbon and some regular ribbon, and I'm just for this bow, it's a little bit different because I don't want it to be huge. I want it to be pretty small. So I'm just kind of folding it in and then making 2 loops, and then I'll be tying the middle, and then I'm just gluing together the tails because the burlap ribbon doesn't actually want to, like, it's not wired, so it doesn't want to hang very pretty. So I'm actually gluing the tails onto the other ribbon.
Wish I could say I was fine.
And this is what it looks like all hung up on my mantle. This next DIY is a bit of a trash to treasure. The wood that I have everything sitting on is actually something that came in like a box of some furniture that we bought, and it said for packaging only, so it was trash. But I saved it and I decided that I'm going to use it to make some kind of sign with it. So I will be putting some of these Dollar Tree leaves, I'll be painting them, and we'll be making a sign out of it. The colors I have out are all Waverly chalk paint, and I have the color plaid, which is the red one, curry, which is the darker yellow, maize, which is the lighter yellow, peacock is the teal, and then pumpkin, the orange one obviously. And I love painting with these colors because you can sand them and then it gives everything a really nice smooth finish when you're done. Also, as just a side note, I actually ended up doing this twice because the first time I did a bad job of hanging it and it fell on the floor and my leaves broke. So if you notice some differences in the final product in these leaves, that's why. On the new leaves, I did a whole lot of distressing with wax and sandpaper and wax and sandpaper and so on. Alright, I'm just going to speed this through so you guys can hopefully enjoy painting some leaves with me. This was very relaxing and fun.
Fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it? Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done in my drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy that you don't. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? The only one that's left in the rain.
Next, I'm just painting my little piece of wood. It has some kind of veneer on there, but it's mostly like MDF board and the sides of it aren't finished. So I decided to just paint it because that way it's all even. A wood background would also be a little too busy with all the colors I have going on. So I figured white would be better. Onto my second coat of paint. I always do 2 coats. I don't always show it, but whatever I do, I always do 2 coats of paint. And I will also be distressing it with some wax, the antiquing wax, and some pumpkin color as well.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two?
And it's finally time to glue everything together using my hot glue gun. Next, we're going to make a bow using some Dollar Tree ribbon. I love this ribbon with the pumpkins and the trucks. I think it's so adorable. And I'm doing the same method I was doing in my previous video, except this time I think I did a better job showing.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain?
For the back, I used 2 screws and I tied some twine around them to make a tie. You can totally use nails. I didn't have nails that were short enough, but somehow I had screws that were short enough, so I used screws instead. But nails are much easier.
When there should be two of us. And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy that you don't. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain?
I wanted to show you guys how I fluff out my bow. I just put it up, and then once it's up, that's when I start fluffing it out. I don't do it beforehand because it's gonna get messed up anyway when I attach it, so that's what I do. And here's the finished product. This was kind of difficult to photograph because my entryway is extremely dark, so I had to figure out how to get light in there to get a good picture. I put it in the entryway as soon as you walk in the door. Now, this next project was the easiest, but my favorite probably. And I apologize, it looks like I started spray painting way too fast and I didn't hit record. I'm not a professional, I'm sorry. But I actually Googled a picture of what this item looks like, and it's just this tray that's like in the paper plate section, and it's kind of ugly, but we're fixing that in the easiest way possible, which is just some spray paint. I gave it about 3 coats of spray paint, and then I decorated it with some glitter pumpkins from the Dollar Tree and some pine cones. You can get the pine cones. Unfortunately, I think they start selling them around Christmas time. I had some from last year, so I used what I had, but definitely stock up during Christmas time because pine cones look really cute for fall too. And this adorable tray went right on top of my coffee table, and it looks so cute. I absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and check out some of my other videos if you're interested in crafts and DIYs, and I will see you next time.